There is nothing better than fresh hot bread straight out of the oven, and this is an easy recipe that anybody can do. Now I use half bread flour, half whole wheat flour. That gives it a little more nutritional value, so let's put those in here. And then we also have of course, our yeast and our salt. All right, so I'm gonna mix that up a little bit real fast. And then what I have here is plain unflavored gelatin that's been dissolved in some warm water. Let it cool a little bit. So we're going to add that now. And as I mix, keep in mind this is going to become a very stiff, sticky, shaggy recipe. Now as you mix, if it's becoming a little too stiff for you, it's getting too tough for you to mix up, then you can always add a little bit of water and that will loosen it up for you a little bit. Or conversely, if you're mixing it up and you're finding it's a little too loose, what you can do is you can just add a little flour and stiffen it up. But as you can see, I'll try and hold this up for you. This is a very sticky, very shaggy recipe here. And basically, with that, we're basically done with day one. And all we have to do is put on some plastic wrap here, let it sit on a counter at room temperature for 18 hours, and we'll join you then, and we'll finish up the job. All right, 18 hours later, you can see the dough has pretty much doubled in size, and that is pretty much what it's supposed to do. So now at this point, what we want to do is take it out and put it on a floured surface. So the dough is kind of sticky. I've put a little flour on my hands to help get it out of there, and not on my hands. And then what we need to do, put a little bit more flour on top of it, because again, it's sticky and tough to work with. And then at this point, what we want to do is fold the dough onto itself a couple of times. So we're going to fold it over on itself a couple of times. Now we cover it lightly with plastic cloth, and we have to let it sit and rest for 15 minutes. The next step is pretty simple. Take a cotton towel and then some flour, wheat bran, or cornmeal. I prefer cornmeal, and spread that around on the cotton towel. Okay, what you want to do at that point is take the dough, shape it into a bit of a ball, and put it seam side down on the cotton towel. Then cover it with another cotton towel and let it sit for 2 hours. All right, it's time to bake. The baking pot has been heating up in the oven as it preheated, so you take that out hot. Be careful, again, this is very hot. And then we take our bread, our dough, and we put it seam side down into the pot. And then we cover it, we bake it for 30 minutes, and then uncover it and bake it for another 15 until it browns. All right, and with that, there you go. Beautiful, fresh baked bread right out of the oven.